Hello students, this is Abdelkader Ouda. Welcome to ES 1036 video series. In this video I will talk about the printf and the String.format methods. Let's take a look. Remember, in this land calculation program we used the method printline in order to print a string concatenated with some variables. If you still remember what does this program do, it simply asks the user for the size of his or her tract of land and calculates the number of acres and display the result on the screen. So if we run this program, you can see here the program asks the user for the size of the land. Let us say, for example, I entered here 90,000. The program gave me this message and display the number of acres 2.066 and this big fraction number. In this video, we're going to learn new print methods that can be used in order to display this number in some nice formatted way, and also going to learn how we can print this message without the need to use string concatenation. We use the method printf in order to print a formatted text into the computer console. The main syntax of these methods, it takes two parameters, format string and argument list. The format string contains a text and or special formatting specifiers. We're going to spend some time to examine number of these specifiers. The second argument, we call it argument list. It's simply 0 or more additional arguments, and they depend on the type and the number of these specifiers. There is many such specifiers used in Java programs. However, in this course, we're going to consider the most common specifiers and going to address only three of them. %d, small d, for decimal integer, for decimal integers, and percent, the second one, %f, for float or double. The third one, %s, small s, for string values. So let us take a look and examine this number of specifiers using Java programs. In this first example, we have printf methods that has two parameters, a string and additional parameter or arguments. The first string, you can see here we have the specifier, one single specifier, %d, again for displaying integer value. So you can see here I'm not using concatenation or plus operator to concatenate integer with text. I simply here embed the specifier inside the string, and then what we have here in the second argument of the methods, which is hours, going to substitute the value of hours instead of %d. So once this statement executes, going to print on the screen I worked, and then instead of %d, going to display the value of hours, which is 40, and then hours this week. When we run this program, it displays here I worked 40 hours this week. It simply substitute %d by the value of hours. Let us consider other example. I have here multiple specifiers. We can see here in this text we have %d dogs and %d cats, and then I end by \n in order to move the string or move the cursor one line down. And you can see here the additional argument, we said that 0 or more. So we have here two values value for dogs and the value for cats. When this statement executes, we're going to substitute the first %d by the value of dogs and the second %d by the value of cats. When we run this program, you can see here we have the message, we have 2 dogs and 4 cats. Again, look at that we embed integers values with the string without the need to use plus for concatenation. And we used here the specifier %d to represent integers. Note that if I have here any values that it's not defined as integer, if it is double, the program will give you an error. The type of this variable should match the type of the specifier. When I say it's %d, this variable should be of type integers. I need to show you here other way that we can have the same output, but we use one method of the class string. So in the class string, let me define a variable. I call it output of type string, and we need to use String.format or the method format within the class string. Remember, we said that string is a class, and the object of type string has many methods that we can use, and one of these methods is format. The parameter for this format, it simply has the same rules of what we added here in the printf. Let me take this out for now. This line here says that I need to have a string, I call it outputs, with this format. The string is simply consists of this text. We have %d dogs and %d cats, and then again we have to support them with 2 integer values. Then I can use system.out.print, the normal system.out.print, not printf. So I can use here print line, and then instead of having this the string with specifier, I just write here the variable output. So you can see here we have now, instead of using printf, first I defined a string, a variable of type string, and I use the method format from the class string, and I give it here or follow the same syntax for the printf method. And then I'm using here the normal print line, and I'm printing the outputs, which is the value of this. Let us look at the execution. We have the same result. So now you know that there is 2 ways to print formatted text using printf or string.format, and we're going to spend some time using this style so that you get used to use this way for your codes. Let us consider another example. Here I have, keep in mind that it's not all the time necessary that I have some strings and then embed with some specifiers. I may use specifiers alone. So here in this example, I have 3%d, and I supported by 3 variables of type integers. And again, I'm using here a String.format method, and then I print here the output. If we run this program, see that it print 3, 6, 9, which are these values that defined in these 3 integers. So again, I may just use specifier here in the first argument for the printf or the String.format.